use artificial intelligence to spell check your novel. We have a full playlist on artificial intelligence in the world of publishing on the legal, ethical, and creative side of this. Make sure you watch through that. It's incredibly important. But one of the things that we get asked a lot is spell check because it's free. Well, you can use artificial intelligence to spell check your novel, but you really shouldn't. We've done the work for you. We've done the research. Artificial intelligence is not at a point where it's doing well with spell check or writing novels if you want to go that icky route. It's just not good in this space. It can help you with some of the creative ideas, but it's not even good for figuring out your marketing. We have lots of videos on how to do that, and it's very low quality. It is like the lowest of the low education on how to do your marketing, on how to write your novel, on the things that you're writing in your novel. It is below the bargain basement level. So you can do it, but it's not going to be beneficial to you. Now, what I can tell you is that you should be using things that are dedicated to spell checking and grammar checking and helping with your sentence structure for your novels, things like Grammarly and Pro Writing Aid. Grammarly has a free version. I have no idea why people are asking me if ChatGPT can spell check your book when Grammarly has a free version. It works well. It works better than anything that I've seen in ChatGPT or any of those other artificial intelligence. And I'm a tech person. I teach technology professionally. I teach artificial intelligence and how to leverage it intelligently. Don't do it for your spell checking. Go use the free version of Grammarly. It is so much, it's not great, but it's so much better. Remember, we talk about this all the time. When spell checking and grammar checking and all of the sentence structure checking your novels, you should be doing self-editing, so by yourself. Then you should run it through Grammarly and or Pro Writing Aid. Then you should have other people kind of look through it, your beta readers. Then it needs to go through professional editing. There is no artificial intelligence. There's no program out there that's going to take the place of a human eye. They always miss things. Even when I send things through, I'm a teacher, so I self-edit. I know a lot. Then I have to send it through Grammarly and Pro Writing Aid. It catches stuff. And then I send it to my editors and they catch stuff that the programs themselves did not catch. Now, Grammarly is informed by artificial intelligence. They are taking people's notes. So whenever you go in there and you say yes or no, you're making the corrections they suggest or you're declining them, they're taking that information and educating their AI to give better suggestions to you and to other authors. So they are touched by artificial intelligence. They are using artificial intelligence, but that does not mean that they are necessarily artificial intelligence, and they're growing and they're changing and they're doing things. So maybe at some point they will be, or maybe even now they classify themselves as that. I don't know. I didn't look that up before I filmed this, but they are at least touched by artificial intelligence to learn and educate, to do better, to give better results to people. But it's not like you're feeding it into ChatGPT that's now going to use that information and help other people to potentially rip off your books, right? So if we have the free option of Grammarly, if we have a one-time option to download the license for Pro Writing Aid, so you can just straight out buy Pro Writing Aid, one time, one cost, have it for life. That's what I did. Why on earth would we be using ChatGPT that we know is incredibly problematic, or any of these other artificial intelligence with the language learned models that are more on the problematic side, especially when we have lawsuits that they have input other people's novels and they're using them to then construct novels for people who want to do it the icky way. Why would we give them our content to then take and use and educate itself? There's a lot that we could discuss and debate on this one. There's just options for you to think of. But when there are dedicated designed options that are free for you to use, Grammarly, why would we even consider using something so dramatically inferior? It's up to you. Do what you want, but I do not recommend that any professional author or any aspiring authors are using something that is an artificial intelligence like ChatGPT to correct or to work on your books, because they're not good and the suggestions they give are not valuable, and it's just not good for your career. Don't do it. There are so many other ways. And we talk about those other ways by getting your proofreaders and your beta readers and your editors and your Pro Writing Aid and your Grammarly and all of those things, most of which, not all of which, but most of which are going to be free to you. There are better ways to enhance what you're doing if what you want is to get your book out into the world. If you got questions, go ahead and drop those down below. We're getting your questions answered on artificial intelligence in the publishing space and publishing, from your writing to your publishing to your marketing, to make this your most profitable and most stress-free year ever. We'll see you in the upcoming episodes.